DeSable Lakeshore Drive has been called one of the most beautiful roadways in the world.
But over the past few months, it's also becoming a scene of heartbreak as tent communities of homeless people have sprung up along the northern part of the city's lakefront.
Dane Placco talks to one older man who's trying to balance the needs of the homeless with safety concerns in her community.
We've gotten calls from constituents, from neighbors, from anyone who walks on the lakefront that they've seen an increase in the tents.
48th Ward Alderwoman Lenny Hoppenworth says it's become especially problematic in the parks bordering the drive between Montrose and Bryn Mawr. Some stretches virtually taken over by tent encampments. And people who live near the parks are calling.
Concerns about fires. You know, we've had trees on fire. We've had reports about violence in the tent communities. And we've had just concerns, rumors about children being in some tents.
At this tent city off Wilson Avenue, we found people cooking meals with cars roaring by just a few feet away. No one seems to know for sure why so many people are moving here, but it exploded over the summer.
I've been here at Tent City for 4 months.
You've been here for 4 months?
Absolutely.
This woman living in a small tent with a propane heater says she was living in an apartment with housing vouchers from the city, but the money dried up. She believes the money was diverted to sheltering migrants being bused to Chicago.
If they got funding for the Venezuelans that come in from Mexico or whatever, and they house them like that, but what about the people that's been out here? I think that's a bunch of bull, if you ask me.
The alderwoman says she's asked the city to conduct what's called an accelerated moving event to find shelters and services for the growing homeless population in the parks. But the city says there's no money left in this year's budget.
This is not what we want to see. We want to see people in actual homes. Tent communities are not a shelter, and shelters aren't actually a home either. So we want something better for everybody.
The alderwoman says because of drug problems among many of the people staying here, she wants the city to put up sharps containers for needles so that people and pets playing here in the public parks don't get hurt. In Edgewater, Dane Placco, Fox 32 Chicago.